It's been a series that's had a little of everything so far. And an overflow crowd is on hand to see if we'll crown a league champion here tonight. It's Game 6 of the American League Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Harrelson, Steve Lyons. And Steve, obviously things still up in the air as we get ready for Game 6.
Yeah, and it's been a tight series so far, and I don't think any of us thought that we'd be done in 4 or 5 games. But now, it's backs against the wall time. This series has shifted locations. Now these guys need to win the final 2 games at home to win it. And at the very least, they're going to have a raucous crowd behind them to help them try and get it done.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Houston Astros.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's got some wheels on him, and that's a big part of why he's successful at the major league level. But routine grounders become tough plays. Singles get turned into doubles, and what would have been a 1-2-3 inning suddenly becomes a rally.
Justin Verlander is charged with keeping their hopes alive on the mound here in the League Championship Series. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he was really on his game. Had a bunch of strikeouts and really kept the hitters off balance. We'll see if he can do that here.
With a moment now, let's call on a look at how the Astros line it up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, having Brian McCann behind the plate is something every pitching staff would appreciate. Great at pitch framing, blocking skills are as good as any. He saves runs by giving up his body, and he gets his pitchers a lot of strikes by being fluid back there.
Brett Gardner strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And we are underway as the first pitch of Game 6 is swung on and missed for strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game.
And that's one of the questions we'll ask as this night goes on. Can he wind up putting guys away with that fastball? You know, I think he gave a pretty clear indication, one batter into the ball game, that he brought his good stuff with him tonight.
Aaron Judd comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Didi Gregorius gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Verlander's ready. Here's the first pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Jansen's known for being a bit of a pitcher's umpire. Not that he has a huge zone or anything, but I think he tends to reward guys for placing pitches in good locations.
Now here's the ball popped up. This behind the plate for McCann. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down against Verlander here in the first. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about keeping the series alive?
Well, I think it's going to be really important to understand the pitcher that they're facing and make the adjustments as the game goes along. If this guy's in the zone, then be aggressive. Go up there hacking. But if he's trying to be effectively wild within the strike zone, then you got to be a little more patient and work the count.
Luis Severino will do the pitching with a trip to the World Series on the table. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, he gave his ball club 6 complete innings, but didn't stay around for a decision. He'll look to get a W here in this one.
Now that we have a chance, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
George Springer comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, George Springer.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. And he lays off for ball one. And he takes a called strike two.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The 1-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Soft liner to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. But he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that. Most likely an infield single.
Right fielder.
Stepping in, Josh Reddick, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Jose Altuve. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike, 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one. At the plate, Carlos Correa. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Carlos Correa.
Right there for strike one. Runners are at first and second with one away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Judd coming on, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And with 2 gone now, let's take a look at our up-to-the-minute playoff tree. And as you can see, it's all over in the senior circuit as the winner of our series here will square off against the LA Dodgers in the World Series. And there are certainly plenty of storylines there. Gurriel stands in for the first time. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off him.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
And you get the sense that he's starting to figure things out. He lets the first 2 men of the inning reach. Now he's settled down, and he's close to getting out of this thing with a 0.
On the ground to third. Frazier's up with it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. After 1, no score. Gary Sanchez makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Verlander sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Greg Bird is at the plate as he takes a cold strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Starlin Castro will first time coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Low for ball 1. Hit hard to the right, but foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We've got more. It's game 6, and we're back after this. Alex Bergman will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. At the plate, Marwin Gonzalez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
Into his motion, here comes the 3-1. And the cutter can't find the zone as he surrenders the base on balls here. Evan Gattis will get his shot now. Great power numbers during the regular season. Still searching for that first home run in the postseason, however.
And these guys really need him to start producing because it seems like pitchers have the upper hand in the postseason. You're always facing the other team's best. And they've pretty well neutralized him all October long.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hit hard towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Brian McCann set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
The 0-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from Game 6 after this message and a word from our local stations. Aaron Hicks will stand in, and you see the numbers for the series so far. He's really been one of their unsung heroes.
Well, it seems like in just about every series, you get that one guy who really steps up, and he's been that guy so far.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Verlander into his motion. Here it is on 0-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Here's the 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Ready with the 0-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. That misses. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. One out here in the Yankees' third inning, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Tap fouled at home plate. Third inning, no. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead, 0-1. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
And I'll tell you, being in a 2-strike hole is not the spot you want to be in against a guy like this.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. 2-2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but Now on 2-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. George Springer digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Chopped weakly to the left. Frazier gloves it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
In now, Josh Reddick. He singled his last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. Now that's popped up. Frazier on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Second baseman, number 27.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. To short, hit hard. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Carlos Correa is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. There goes Altuve. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second with the stolen base.
2 out here and a runner at second. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We've got more. It's game 6, and we're back after this. Brett Gardner will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Verlander gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0. There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot down the line in right. His second home run of the series, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead. Stepping in now, Aaron Judd. As the first pitch misses to him. It's ball one.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
A quick out number one.
Up next for the Yankees,
Didi Gregorius digs in with one run in and one gone in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat. Is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting. And you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 1-0 New York. Leading off the inning, Gurriel, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. Still 2-2. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Number 2.
Alex Bergman comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Boy, that was a good changeup that got him last time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
The cutter runs outside, ball one. Just missing here, 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Evan Gattis stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is line to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4 full. The Yankees lead it 1-0. Greg Bird heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Starlin Castro is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder.
Now at the plate, Aaron Hicks. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Gonzalez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. His club trails 1-0. Brian McCann will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is in his tracks now, and he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting, center
George
fielder.
Springer strides in, grounded out his last time through. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
The batter,
Josh Reddick will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
And the runner back. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
Jose Altuve is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And And it's no surprise it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. The relay throw, and the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Astros forced to settle for only the one run. 5 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. Todd Frazier will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
Third baseman.
Into the windup and the pitch. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Drilled right back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Jacoby Ellsbury in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. It's sharply toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
The left fielder.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Brett Gardner will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. Gonzalez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Aaron Judd will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. 1 run, 2 hits, and 2 errors for the Yankees to this point. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Skied into very shallow right. Reddick moves over. And the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. Still tied 1 apiece. Carlos Correa will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup. 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
And this is low, ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting.
Gurriel stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. And a high strike there, 0-1. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count,
Don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
He's running towards second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Hicks going back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. His third home run of this series. And the Astros take the lead. It's 2-1. Into the box, Alex Bergman.
Baseman, Alex.
And he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And Hicks will settle under this one for the second out.
Now batting,
Marwin Gonzalez
left fielder,
digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. In there, strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. And he pops it up back behind second base. And Gregorius will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. 2-1 Houston. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. Game 6 moves on to the 7th inning now, but before we start, let's call on our game summary to show you how we got here. Didi Gregorius will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Gary Sanchez will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. On his way to pitch number 75. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Verlander's starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Reddick to the track. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Greg Bird come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still trail it here 2-1. Number 36 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 36.
Evan Gattis steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Leading off for the Astros.
92 splits the plate, and it's strike one.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hot shot towards the hole, and there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the seventh. Brian McCann will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. First pitch on its way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0.
Well, this crowd's been something else here in this series. They are really making it tough on him out there.
And a strike to even the count, 1-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel, 2-1 our score. And here's one that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
And that misses, so they fall behind McCann here, 3-1. He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. A 2-run home run for Brian McCann. His first homer so far in the series. And the Astros have taken a 4-1 lead.
Normally, you hope to get a bit of movement when you throw that two-seam fastball. But you can see there, this pitch winds up straight as a string. He just unloads on it there.
George Springer is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but in 1. Good late break to the slider, 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Josh Reddick ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, and it's hard to look for a changeup there, especially when a guy's got a good live fastball.
Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. Jose Altuve stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Carlos Correa stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Throw over to the bag, and a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Another look to first, and he'll get back in safely. First offering on its way. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
There goes Altuve. A little bouncer. That's foul, so the runner will have to head back. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's now 4-1 Houston. Leading off the inning, Starlin Castro. And they'll need him to get something going here. Tyler Clippard will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Leading off the inning, Starlin Castro, as they'll this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Fouled back. Again, he sends it out of play. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss as Castro is retired here for the first out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ball game. Aaron Hicks will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Astros on top in front of the home crowd here at Minute Maid Park as you get a look at the line score to this point here in the 8th inning. Todd Frazier will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1. On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
You talk about coming back with a shutdown inning. How about striking out the side to give your guys a little bit of a lift? He's 1 pitch away from doing just that.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. And a bouncing ball, foul. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it 4-1. Into the box now, Gurriel. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, we'll see how they try to pitch him this time. If he gets another one up there, he may jump the yard again.
And that misses for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Liner toward right center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. Alex Bergman will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game. Marwin Gonzalez will stand in. He flew out his last time up. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball one. 4 runs, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And a dive, but he's back. The 1-0 pitch. And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
And the runner back safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. To second for 1, and nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue. Evan Gattis steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for Houston, but they lead it 4-1. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball on the show. Ken Giles is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 53.
Jacoby Ellsbury will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get the ball.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And that's a base hit, so the leadoff man does his job here to start the 9th. Riding in once again, Brett Gardner. He flew out in his last at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So, on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anyway.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Aaron Judd will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting,
Didi Gregorius will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Another one sent foul. Giles sets. Here's the 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gonzalez waits on it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half, 4-2 now. So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him the pitch that he likes.
And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Greg Bird will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Astros have come home and gotten the victory they needed. It'll set up Game 7 tomorrow for all the marbles as this one is over.
Well, that was a pretty shaky save, all things considered. He gave 2 of those runs back here in the 9th, but he winds up getting the job done in the end, and that's all that really matters.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And fellas, the Astros were able to claim a victory here mainly due to the start turned in by this man, Justin Verlander. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score. He winds up with 11 strikeouts, and he definitely was a deciding factor in this one.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 4-3. Good night from Houston.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Yankees, 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 6 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 40,950. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.